Apologies, folks. Running a little bit late. Had a lot of stuff to do, but we're here now. We're ready. Remember this? I'm still getting into the live streaming, so it's like my apologies if I kind of not the best at it yet, but I promise, guys, I'm gonna get better, and we're gonna have some more fun. But we are live now. I'm ready, and we're gonna talk about some more movies. Talk about some more movies, yeah. And as a specialist, this is my top 50 favorite movies of all time. And I would just like to say that I have been planning to do this for a while now because ever since I was planning to get 50 subscribers, I wanted to do something special about it. I wanted to talk about movies. Well, like, not, no shit, right? I talk about lots of movies. And it feels I want to do talk about my all-time favorite movies. So that's what I'm gonna do. Talk about my top 50 favorite movies of all time, and we're probably gonna go on for an hour and a half now. So it depends on how long I have to talk. How long I have to talk about it. So yeah, let's see the live chat. All right, give me a second. Hey Jake, what's up, Jake? I'm doing good. Um, just ready to talk about some more movies. Got plenty more reviews. How's it going for you too, Jake? Yeah, welcome in. Um, yeah, and you folks, if you want to post in your 50 favorite movies of all time, as I'm doing mine in this list, that is perfectly fine too. So yeah, all right. Let's get started. Not really gonna be. I don't think there's not really gonna be a lot of honorable mentions because wait. Yeah, for real, for real. Yep, I agree, Jake. um, in terms of, I guess, a few honorable mentions, there's a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna go through them all, but actually, I don't think I need to. I think we could just. All right, sure, why not? Some of my honorable mentions are Casablanca, The Godfather Part Two, Goodfellas, Alien, Batman 1989, The Batman, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Lot. Like, we really need to get our crew together again. Yep, we do. Yep. Probably the next Deadpool movie, I'd say. Yeah. Um. Uh. There's a lot more. There's a lot more honorable mentions. I could also say Casablanca, the Lego Movie, Castaway. A lot more honorable mentions, but let's get to the list. Let's get to the list. Top 50 favorite movies of all time. All right. Starting off with my number 50. Yeah, that's right. My number 50 is Oppenheimer. Just won Best Picture. I've talked about it in a review. I've talked about it in plenty of videos. How much of an amazing film Oppenheimer is. It's so good. Just the acting, the story, just the direction. It deserves Best Picture win, and it's probably like one of the best, most recent movies. It's the best movie this whole decade for me, and yeah, it's one of my favorite movies. Still never seen. Oh, Jake, you gotta watch Oppenheimer, man. You really gotta watch it. That movie is just it's so good. Killian Murphy, Academy Award winner now. Killian Murphy, he's so good in this movie. Just this movie just takes such a brilliant original biopic story idea, and it all does it so well. The filmmaking, just I've already gone on about Oppenheimer, just how much of an amazing film is. Just it's fucking amazing, man. Oh my god, yeah, I absolutely love Oppenheimer. It's my number 50. Yeah, my number 50. All right, my number 49. I actually talked about this a little bit in my live stream from yesterday. That is The Ref. Yeah, The Ref. The Ref is my number 49. This movie's a great movie because it takes it's about like this couple who's kind of almost practically go. They're all they need marriage counseling. They're kind of going into thinking about of a divorce, and basically this criminal played by Dennis Leary, he basically just comes into their home during Christmas time and basically just orders them what to do. And it's so fucking funny, man. And just every every single joke in this movie just it lands for me. The jokes land so fucking well, and just oh my god, yeah, this movie's so good, and it gets me in a Christmas mood as well. Gets me in a good Christmas mood. So wait, oh, all right, yeah, the Ref. It's fucking fantastic, and I recommend it for anyone who hasn't seen it because the Ref, man, it's so good. Um, Number 48. I'm cheating. Wait, hang on. You here? We're getting Ready Player Two. Ready Player Two, like as in the sequel to the Steven Spielberg movie. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, probably should. I probably should do a review for that movie sometime. Ready Player One, pretty good movie. Um, yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I don't know what else I gotta say than that. But yeah, number 48. I'm cheating, but I can't decide. All of the first three Toy Story movies. Yeah, check your text for proof. Yeah, I don't know what else I gotta say about it. I guess there's more you could do with the story. Yeah, that's a movie I definitely should talk about in a review, a separate review. But yeah, number 48, the Toy Story movies. It's like I do enjoy Toy Story 4. I just don't love it. I just don't think it's like amazing. That's just my opinion. Like I've explained it before. I always thought just Toy Story 4 it just kind of just like undid what. Yeah, Toy Story 5 is in the works. I don't know why Toy Story 5 is in the works. It's not necessary. But yeah, Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 2 and Toy Story 3 all absolutely amazing films. Like they're amazing films, and just how the story concluded with Toy Story 3. I thought that was just perfect. And I thought Toy Story 4 was still good, but like just that original trilogy is so good. If I had to pick my favorite, I'd have to say Toy Story 2. Toy Story 2 is my favorite. I actually did a review on Toy Story 2, believe it or not. Yeah, Toy Story 2. Um, yeah, and I did a review on the Ref. I forgot to mention that as well. But yeah, Toy Story 2, it's my favorite film in the franchise. Some airplanes going on right now, or trains. I don't know. But yeah, Toy Story 2, it to me, this one just took the most risk. It took the best story, took the best stakes. I've already done a whole review for Toy Story 2 and how much I love the movie. I know everyone say like Toy Story 1 or Toy Story 3 is my favorite. I think Toy Story 2 will be my favorite. So yeah, I love Toy Story 2. I don't know what else I gotta say other than that. All right, number 47. I'm cheating again, but for me, I love these films equally. My number 47 is both Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. I can't decide which film I love better. Like, I love Infinity War. I think Infinity War is one of the more rewatch. Wait, so I have some interesting movie news, good sir. Oh, Jay, what kind of interesting, what movie news you got for me? Um, Avengers Infinity War took a whole culmination of the entire franchise and brought it all together. Like, cause like, yeah, FNAF movie 2 is in the works. Yeah. Wonder how we're all gonna react to that. Yeah, FNAF movie 2. Not sure how I have to feel about that right now. I already actually talked about it in my last live stream, but I gotta do another separate video about that. Definitely. Avengers video because in 2008 when Iron Man came out. Yeah. The phase of the MCU is a literal you just had moment. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you had to be there in that moment. When Iron Man came out in 2008, we didn't think the MCU would be like this many years later. And Infinity War and Endgame, they just brought all the MCU, all the characters together, and Infinity War Endgame, they both did it so fucking well, man. Oh my god, so good. I don't know what else I gotta say, but I just the cast got Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr., Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, Jeremy Renner, um, Scarlett Johansson, all the Avengers, all the Guardians on all the Avengers, seeing all of them together was amazing. Just yeah, fucking amazing. And you can tell after these movies, just after Iron Man and Captain America left, they're just oh my god. Wait, I I remember when Endgame came out. My friends and I went to the opening. Yeah, yeah. When I went to go see Endgame, it was a theater experience I can never forget. That theater experience was just incredible. It was incredible. So yeah. Number 46. This is my favorite Pixar film of all time. I absolutely love this film, and that is Ratatouille. Ratatouille. Now, who knew a movie about a rat cooking could be amazing? Even a masterpiece at best. Like this movie, it takes such an idea that you wouldn't expect. Like that, like Pixar is known for a lot of those ideas. Like with Toy Story, like I mentioned, like it's it talks about like how toys can be alive. Uh, all right, how's that a hot take though? How's that a hot take? Mhm. I'm just messing around. But yeah, um, this movie, I think this is one of the most charming and just one of the most creative films. It has a it has a fucking amazing speech from Anton Ego, voiced brilliantly by Peter O'Toole, and Remy and Linguini's chemistry, even though they can't really talk to each other, is also so good. You really feel these characters and where they are going with that story and missions and just and this movie has so many jokes and so much just emotions to it that just it nails it out of the park. Wait, out of all the Pixar movies, the one about a chef rat lol. I know a lot of people probably wouldn't have Ratatouille as their number ones. I have a few friends that do. Um, one of them is actually also a YouTuber. But yeah, Ratatouille. I don't know what else I gotta say about this movie. It's one of the most charming, just one of the most memorable movies for me. I know a lot of people would say Toy Story or Up is their best Pixar movies. For me, this is mine. Means a lot to me. Love Ratatouille. Definitely should talk about it in a review. All right, number 45 is Elf. One of my favorite Christmas movies, man. Fucking love this movie. Elf is hilarious. Um, yeah, I wonder who. Yeah, apologies, folks. Um, yeah, got some friends out there. Um, but Elf is such an impossible movie to hate, man. Like I love Will Ferrell in this role, and just him as this human going into New York City because he grew up in the North Pole his whole life, so he's not gonna know. He doesn't really know much about like human life because he always thought he was an elf. He always thought he could like just eat sugar and just cause a bunch of trouble like all day and any day, all day long. Just like he just caused trouble, like pretty much forever. Like, cause he thought that's who he is, but then when he figures out he's a human, goes to New York, it changes his life. He has something different, and that's what has the growth. That he has a lot of growth and a lot of character development, and just this movie's also just Christmas spirit joy. Just I love Elf. It's just a movie I've always enjoyed. I've always grown up with, and yeah, I love Elf. I love Elf. I don't know what else I gotta say other than that. And I did do a review for it, So yeah, go check that out if you haven't already. All right, where are we? Wait, did I say Alpha for 46? Or did I say 45? I think I said 45. If I said 46, my apologies, folks. Um, Number 44 is another movie I have done a review for, and sorry, it's loud outside. Wick, what's a pineapple? I don't understand. What? Quick, what's a pineapple? That's interesting. Um, yeah, where was I? Yeah, number 44 is another film I've done a review for, and that is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Yeah, Jaws is the best film ever. Well, I'm glad you think that, man. Good for you. Yeah, Jaws. I might be talking about that later. Who knows? Hang on. At this point, I'm just trying to. All right. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, Jake. But yeah, yeah. Number 44 is the good, bad, and the ugly. Glad this is good. My review is getting up to like 1,200, 1,200, like 1,200 reviews. I'm so glad you all enjoyed that video. I'm just like, wow, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Like, um, yeah, yeah, I'm glad you all enjoyed that review. It really means a lot to me. But yeah, The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. It's such a great western that like tells a story about three characters who all have kind of different stories, but they all bring in together and kind of have a sort of connection. And they have like a bunch of missions, and it's such a great western film. Clint Eastwood's fantastic. Sergio Leone's direction is amazing. Just yeah, this movie is just it's solid. It is just straight up solid. It's straight up solid. So I don't know what else I gotta say other than that. So yeah, fucking love the good, the bad, the ugly. All right, number 43 is Rocky. Yes, Rocky. Love Rocky. Rest in peace to Carl Weathers, who passed away not too long ago. Yeah, that's just that was really heartbreaking. I was really sad. He was such a great actor, man. He didn't he deserved to stay alive. Yeah, he was such a great actor. But yeah, him in this movie is great, and his chemistry with Sylvester Stallone is great. Sylvester Stallone really carries this movie like so much. His performance as Rocky Balboa and the romance he has, with Adrian, and just the boxing scenes, and just yeah, like the just this whole movie is just it's so good. It's just such a well told story, and yeah, this is Sylvester Stallone's best movie, at least from what I've seen. Like yeah, Sylvester Stallone's ultimate best movie. Yeah, love Rocky. I don't know what else I gotta say about it. It's Rocky. It's so good. So it's my number 43. All right, number 42 is The Princess Bride. I did a review for this movie as well. This movie is one of the most charming and fucking best actor to play James Bond. I don't know if I can answer that because I haven't seen a lot of James Bond movies. Um, Actually, hold on, folks. Give me a second. All right, sorry about that. I'm back now. Okay, where was I? Yeah, The Princess Bride. Oh wait, no. Live chat again. Best actor to play James Bond. I haven't really seen enough James Bond movies, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I'm not sure. The Princess Bride, one of the most charming, fantastic, feel good movies out there. Um, Rob Reiner's direction, this movie is it's great. Yeah, just this whole story. It's such a classic feel good film that I really really love and I really adore. And it's just yeah, so good. Love the Princess Bride. All right, number yeah, damn right it is a classic. You're right, Jake. I agree. Um, Number 41 is The Breakfast Club. Easily John Hughes' best movie ever made, for at least for me. Like John Hughes, fantastic direction. This movie, just about five different friends, just all completely different people, but they all bring together and it's all in like pretty much one school, all in detention. And wait, you never seen The Breakfast Club? Wow. Jake, you gotta see The Breakfast Club, man. That movie is such a classic. Yeah. The Breakfast Club, such a great movie. All the actors so good. Oh my God, you guys need to see The Breakfast Club. You guys need to see it. It's a classic. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Yeah, The Breakfast Club. I might have to do a separate review for it because there's a lot more I have to say. But yeah, it's funny, it's emotional, and it's a classic. So yeah. All right, my number 40. We're going back to some Christopher Nolan. My number 40 is Inception. Inception, one of the most original ideas ever. Leonardo DiCaprio is one of my all-time favorite actors. Um, yeah. Um, yeah, I definitely recommend The Breakfast Club. I definitely recommend you guys watch it. Yeah, Inception is one of the most original movie ideas ever. Leonardo DiCaprio, he's fantastic. The filmmaking, the sheer size and scope of this movie, it is groundbreaking. It is groundbreaking to watch. I was just like, wow, wow. I just love this movie. Check the live chat. Just I love this movie. I love how groundbreaking. Love the sheer size and scope of this movie. Just yeah, just the cast is they're all iconic. Christopher Nolan's direction. Oh my God, man, so good, so fucking good. Yeah. Inception. I don't know what else I gotta say about it. Probably should do. Jake, you haven't seen Inception? Please watch it. I recommend it. Um, yeah, Inception, so good. Um, don't know what else I gotta say about it. It's my number 40. My number 39 is a film I'm not sure. Christopher Nolan is one of my favorite directors. Yeah, yeah, he's one of my favorite directors as well. He truly is one of the greatest directors, and I'm glad he won Best Director at the Oscars. He fucking deserves it, man. He deserves it. Yeah, number 39 is The Martian. The Martian, yes, from 2015. Matt Damon, fantastic. All the cast, fantastic. The filmmaking is beautiful. Just beautiful to look at. Oh my God, it is fucking amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, the filmmaking is fantastic. The story is so good. Yeah, a lot of it's carried by Matt Damon's amazing performance. Just yeah, he's so good in this movie. The cast is so good. Ridley Scott's direction is so good. It's actually probably my favorite Ridley Scott movie. Don't get me wrong, I love movies like Alien or Gladiator, um, but The Martian is my favorite Ridley Scott film. If you folks have not seen The Martian, please watch it. It is such a great film. Yeah, love this movie. All right, number 38 is another going back to the classics, and that is Dracula, 1931. Yes, Dracula. Man, this film's so good. Bela Lugosi, he is Dracula. He looks like anytime you think of like the classic Dracula, you think of Bela Lugosi as Dracula. His performance, the look, the costume, it's all. it all makes Dracula. It's like, I mentioned before, Dracula is probably my favorite kind of horror. It is my favorite kind of horror. So yeah, my favorite kind of horror in any movie. And this just shows it, man. Like how gothic he can be. The look, the feels. I love everything about Dracula. Yes, it is a short movie, but it is a great one. All right, I'm gonna check the live chat again. Not seen Dracula yet. Definitely recommend it. You should watch it. Oh god, 2015 was 9 years ago. Um, yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, definitely feels weird. 2015 was that long ago. I know. Um, yeah, Dracula, so good. Don't know what else I gotta say about it. Other than that. All right. Number 37 is another. We're going back to films I've reviewed, and this film is fantastic. That for me it is. Number 37 is 2001: A Space Odyssey. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Okay, the I a part of me can kind of understand if this movie's not for everyone. Like this, there's some movies I can be. I might be like, how dare you call this movie overrated? Or I usually just, I usually don't mean it, but like this is a film I can definitely understand. Like what it might not be for everyone because it can have some slow moments. It cannot. It doesn't have a lot of dialogue. Some people might call it boring. For me, it's not, but I love this movie. I absolutely love the filmmaking. I love Stanley Kubrick's direction. I love that it doesn't have a lot of dialogue. I absolutely love that opening scene. Just, oh, yeah. Just, the whole story of this movie is just, it's so good. And that scene, Jupiter, like, is fantastic. I've done a whole review for it, so yeah. Um, Check that review out if you want to hear more of my opinions. So, yeah. All right, number 36, going back to Christopher Nolan, and it's another tie. The Dark Knight and Batman Begins. My two favorite Batman films. The Dark Knight, I had to put them both on here because I think Batman Begins is my personal favorite Batman film, but I think Dark Knight is also the objectively greatest Batman film of all time. I love these two films together. Um, Christian Bale, he's fucking amazing as Batman. Heath Ledger's Joker. Just looking at the live chat. Least favorite movies. I can do that. I might have to see more movies for that, but yeah, I can definitely do that. Yeah. I would put the whole Dark Knight trilogy on here, but just I don't know. Dark Knight Rises. I was just not a fan of that movie, man. Just that movie disappointed me. I want to love that movie. I really, really, really do, but it just kind of left me disappointed. Hold on, folks. I'll be right back. Yeah, rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. Rest in peace. Um, he's an iconic Batman. Like, what else do I gotta say other than that? He's fucking iconic as Batman. Yeah, and just be clear, if you folks love Dark Knight Rises, that's fine. It's just my opinion. I personally was just not a fan of how that they just continued that story. That's just me though. If you have different opinions, that's fine. I personally was not a fan of Dark Knight Rises, but all right. Yeah, Batman Begins and Dark Knight, love them both. Don't know what else I gotta say other than that. All right, coming in at number 35 is Star Wars 1977, the second best Star Wars movie. Yes, this is the second best Star Wars movie. For at least for me, if you folks have a different opinion, that's fine. But just to me, this is the second best Star Wars movie. Which wait, that means I might have the best Star for. Forgive me, folks. I might have my favorite Star Wars movie later on in the list, but yeah, this movie is my yes, the original Star Wars. Thank you, Jake. Um, I have the original Star Wars movie here. You could call it Star Wars 1977 or Star Wars A New Hope. It doesn't matter. Either way is fine. But yeah, this movie's fantastic. It's a classic. Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, all amazing in this movie. It's classic. It's feel good. It has a lot of heart, a lot of story. It's so good. It's Star Wars. It's Star Wars. How can you not love Star Wars? Um, Number 34, Shrek 2, one of my favorite animated sequels of all time. I absolutely love this movie. I think this is how you properly do a conclusion to the Shrek movies, because I don't think there ever needed to be a Shrek 3 or 4. I think if they ended it with Shrek 2, I think that would have been fine, because Shrek 1 is the nice. If it's your favorite Star Wars film, that's good. Good for you. Good for you. I'm happy for you, folks. So that's your favorite. If Star Wars or the first Star Wars movie is your favorite, that's perfectly fine. I'll mention my favorite in a little bit, but but yes, I think Shrek 1 and 2 was like one whole big story. Like Shrek 1 was the first half, and Shrek 2 was the second half. Because just how they did it in Shrek the Third. Oh my god. Every time I think about Shrek the Third. It's, I was not fan of Shrek. Actually, you know what? I have a good friend of mine said this once, and I agree of what this movie should properly be called. Shrek the Turd. That's what this movie is. Shrek the Turd. Fuck Shrek the Turd. Oh my god, fuck that movie. Oh my god, yeah. Shrek Forever After was a probably could have been the proper threequel to this movie, to this trilogy, but Shrek 2 was everything culminated of what the story was building up to, what the story was. It was it was satisfying. Um, the best Shrek is the Shrek musical, and if you disagree, you are a liar. And yeah. Well, I haven't seen Shrek the musical, so I can't say. Shrek 2, this is a movie that takes all the characters, develops them into new ideas, builds the world building. I need to do a separate review for this movie. Maybe I'll review all the Shrek movies, because there's a lot I have to say about, honestly, just all of them. There's a lot I have to say about all of them, and yeah, Shrek 2 is it's just a perfect example for that. Yeah, Shrek 2 it's an amazing movie. It's an amazing movie, no question. Yeah. All right, yeah, and it's one of my favorites. All right, number 33 is The Karate Kid. The Karate Kid, yeah. A movie also directed by the same guy who did Rocky. I forgot the guy's name who made Rocky and The Karate Kid. Let me know in the chat what the director's name is. I forgot, but yeah, his direction in both these movies, Rocky and The Karate Kid, are amazing. But I think Rocky's a better film, but I think The Karate Kid was just always a personal favorite of mine. Um, yeah, I love the characters such as Daniel Larusso or Mr. Miyagi or Johnny Lawrence. Just those classic characters, man. Just yeah, all the iconic characters. The TV show Cobra Kai is good too, as it's actually a great show as well. But the Karate Kid is just always been like the best and most iconic story from this franchise, and just yeah, all the characters, all the stories, just it's just all so good. I don't know what else I gotta say about other than that. The Karate Kid, it's an amazing movie. It's a fantastic movie. Um, Christopher Kane. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Jake. Um, number 32 is one of my favorite comedies of all time, and one favorite lightsaber color. Green for me. Green or red, probably. green. Even though, yeah, green, red, or blue. I don't know. Probably green. Yeah, I'll just go green. Green's my favorite. Um, my number 32 is one of my favorite all-time favorite comedies, and that would be Monty Python the Holy Grail. Monty Python the Holy Grail. I've done a review of this movie. This is how you just make a comedy story and just make it so good. I'm just laughing thinking of this movie. Just oh my god. This movie just every time I watch it, it's just always makes me laugh so much. It cracks me up. Like, oh my god, just the comedy, the jokes, just I don't know what else I gotta say about it. Just go watch my review if you want to hear more. Oh god, this movie's so good, man. I now I want to rewatch it. Now I want to rewatch it because it's so fucking funny and so fucking amazing. It just yeah, this movie's so good. All right. Thoughts on Mr. Bean? Mr. Bean. Is that a movie or an actor or a person? Sure. Tis tis but sky. Yeah, exactly. Like the iconic lines in that movie, man. That's another thing that what makes that movie so good is just all the iconic lines. Tis but the scratch, just all like well like they get like a lot of the fight sequences that happen. Um yeah, my apologies folks. About who's Mr. Bean? I'm sorry. My apologies. But anyways, yeah, the iconic lines in Monty Python and the Holy Grail just all also good, also good. Yeah. Number 31, one of my favorite horror movies out there. Halloween. Halloween. Halloween is one of my favorite horror movies. All right, hang on. You know what? I'm gonna look up who Miss Bean is. Excuse my apologies, folks. Oh, is it that sitcom from 1990 with Rowan Atkinson? Is that who you're talking about? My apologies. All right. I if because if you're talking about that sitcom that TV show, I haven't seen it, so I couldn't say. That's all I have to say. If that's who you're talking about. All right. Anyways, going back to the list. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean. Okay. I haven't seen the show, but if maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I'll watch it. Is it good? All right. If it's good, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll check it out. All right. Yeah. Halloween. It's one of my favorite horror movies. Jamie Lee Curtis is fantastic. My Nick Castle is Michael Myers. He's great. Donald Pleasance. Um, yeah, Dr. Loomis is yeah. I don't know. Yeah, just looking at the live chat again. Yeah, Dr. Loomis. Donald Pleasance as Dr. Loomis. He's fantastic as well. Um, just looking at a couple things. Yeah, Mr. Bean show. I think I definitely should watch that show then. If it's a good show. All right. Yeah. Doc Don Pleasance as Dr. Loomis is fantastic. Jamie Lee Curtis. Maybe I'll watch the Borderlands movie. I don't think I played the games, but I, I it could be good. Could be good. Could be a fun movie. The whole cast of Halloween is amazing. The filmmaking, the direction by John Carpenter is fantastic. Just yeah, this movie is just it's so good. It's solid. Yeah, it's one of my favorite horror movies out there. Yeah, I love this movie. All right, we're going to the top 30 now. Top 30 is Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Captain America, I've said it before, he's my favorite superhero of all time. I absolutely fucking adore Captain America. All right. That's your opinion, Jake. That is your opinion. That if you think Halloween's overrated, that's fine. But I still love it. No, yeah, Captain America. He's always been my favorite superhero. I love his story. I love him in the MCU. I love Chris Evans as Captain America, and Captain America: The Winter Soldier is such an amazing movie. Oh my god, just the action. Some of the best action I've ever seen in a film. Like I've said it before. Like the action scenes. Oh my god, the action scenes. All incredible. Incredible action scenes. Oh my god, just how it's choreographed and how it's just made. It's just it's so groundbreaking. Just the story, Chris Evans' performance as this character, is just I don't know what else I could talk about. Just yeah, the cast: Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, Samuel Jackson, all the cast, every single one of them, just all amazing. Yeah, even Haley Atwell in the Captain America movies as well. It's just like, yeah, I love all Captain America movies. I love the first Avenger. I love Civil War, and I love this film as well. Yeah, Captain America: Civil War, Captain America: The First Avenger, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Yeah, love these movies, and this is my favorite. Stars. Not really. I don't think it really exists in the MCU, but you can say it if you want. I don't know. All right, yeah. Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I absolutely love this movie. Anthony and Joe Russo, they did an amazing job. All right, number 29 for me is one of my favorite Halloween slash Christmas movies, and that being The Nightmare Before Christmas. The Nightmare Before Christmas is such a wonderful film. It has a lot of Halloween things in it, and it has a lot of Christmas things in it. It has it has stop motion animation that um, yeah, excuse me, folks. It has a lot of animation styles that just it's so good. Just some of the best, claymation just I've ever seen in a film. Just yeah, it's just yeah, exactly. What's this? What's this? Like the iconic songs. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. Just oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, hang on. Checking the live chat again. Spider-Man makes a reference to it in Civil War or something. Oh yeah. I see what you mean now, Jake. Because I thought you meant like Star Wars was like in the same universe as the MCU. I see what you mean now. I see what you mean now. My apologies. Um, I've said it once. I'll say it again. The Night Before Christmas is a Thanksgiving. I mean, I guess you can say it that since it takes place in between both Halloween and Christmas, but it has a bit both. But yeah, the cast is amazing. The score is amazing. The story is amazing. Just yeah, all just everything about this movie is just it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I love it. I love it. It's a possible movie. Not it's just an impossible movie to hate. I just love everything about this movie. Number 28, another one of my favorite horror movies, and that being Scream. Yes, Scream. Scream 2. Oogie traumatized me growing. Yeah, he's pretty scary. He's a pretty scary villain. Scream. I love Scream 2. Scream 3 is okay. Scream 4 is great. I did reviews for Scream 4. Scream 5 is all right. I wasn't on the hype train as everyone else, but I thought Scream 5 was just kind of just eh. Or I'm sorry, Scream 2022. I still don't understand why. See, with Halloween 2018 making the title just Halloween kind of made a little bit more sense because um they're rebooting the franchise after many films, but like Scream 2022 is just a sequel to Scream 4, so I don't know why they didn't just call it Scream 5. I don't know. If there's a reason you want to explain to me, then you can explain in the chat. I don't know. For me personally, I didn't get it. But I, as a whole with this movie, I was not a fan of Scream 5. It was just not for me. But maybe if I rewatch it, maybe I'll like it a little more. But anyways, going back to Scream 1, I'm getting a little distracted. Scream 1, yeah. Scream 1996 is a fantastic movie. Yeah, Scream 7, there's a lot going on with that movie. I can make a whole separate video about that, but I'm not really sure at the moment. Scream 1996 is fantastic though. It's a satire of like horror films, and it's just almost like a love letter to horror films, and it just kind of just there's so many jokes in this movie, man, that they do it so often, and it's so funny, and it actually is a lot of scares and Ghostface. I almost said Ghostface. What? Ghostface. He's an iconic villain. And just, yeah, Wes Craven's direction in this movie is just another highlight. Just, yeah, everything about this movie, it satisfies you. It's so good. Yeah, I love Scream. All right, number 27. Easily my all-time favorite action film, and another action film I have done a review for, and that film being Terminator 2 Judgment Day. My all-time favorite action film, and easily the best action film ever made. Well, like, yeah, for me, it's my best action film. But if you folks have a different favorite action film, that's okay too. But yeah, Terminator 2 is fucking incredible. Like the first Terminator is great as well, but like this movie it wait. Okay, but something I caught while rewatching the Fat movie. William Afton does the iconic student. Yeah. We did watch that scene in the theater together. Remember that, Jake? Yeah, we actually did watch that scene together. I do remember that. Yeah. Yeah, Terminator 2, it like just like what I said with Shrek. I feel like Terminator 1, 2 are one whole story. I don't think they needed to make Terminator 3 or 4. Again, that's just my opinion. If you guys have a different opinion, that's fine too. But just how this movie it's like, because who would have thought like the main villain of the first film would like be like one of the main heroes, one of the main characters. It was just I've done a whole review for Terminator 2, so I'm not gonna go into it too much, but yeah, just this movie, it's so solid. It is so solid. Oh god, I love this movie. Um the action's fantastic, the acting's fantastic, James Cameron's direction is fantastic, everything about this movie is fantastic. Fucking love Terminator 2. Such a great movie. Um Number 26 is Ghostbusters. Yes, Ghostbusters. Did a review on this movie very recently, actually. And I can't wait to see Ghostbusters Frozen Empire really soon. I definitely plan to get a review out for that movie for you guys to watch when that movie comes out, and I do watch it. Um, yeah, but the original Ghostbusters is like it's such a great movie, man. Like I've done a whole review of it. Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Harold Ramis, Ernie Hudson, all of them are like the classic Ghostbusters, and just everything about out them is like makes Ghostbusters like that's just like that's Ghostbusters to me. Yeah. Phone's about to die. Do you have a charger, Jake? You can probably charge it. Um, yeah, Ghostbusters is just such a solid movie. I really love it. Really love this movie a lot. Um, all the iconic Ghostbusters. And yeah, and once again, can't wait for Frozen Empire coming out really soon. All right, yeah. Number 25, another one of my favorite Christmas movies, and that film being Home Alone. Oh my God, another Christmas classic. Macaulay Culkin, he's so good in this movie. Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern, they're like great as the villains. They have chemistry, the holiday joy, the Christmas feel, just everything about this movie. Just it speaks Christmas to me. It feels like Christmas, and just yeah, this movie's charming. It's just a movie I always have to watch every Christmas, and yeah, it's so good. Yeah. Number 24 is another film I've done a review for most recently, and it's probably, no, it is my all time favorite Tom Hanks movie. Is my favorite of his performance, my favorite just movie he's ever been in, and that film being Big. Big from 1988. It was so good. It's so good, man. Just yeah, big Tom Hanks's performance, man. He's just so solid, and his performance, just his character, it's all good. It's all so good. I've done a whole review for it. I don't know what else I gotta say. It's just Big. It's a fucking fantastic movie. It's so good. Number 23 is Nosferatu, a film I reviewed for my Halloween season reviews back in October. Yeah, this movie is a silent film. This is one of the older films. Yeah, like back from 1922. Yeah, it does not feel dated like in the slightest. Like the filmmaking and just how it's done, it makes such, it has a lot of creepy atmosphere. um Max Schreck as Count Orlok is fucking iconic, man. Oh my god, just yeah, his iconic performance, man. It's so good, so iconic, so memorable. I love everything about Nosferatu, and can't wait for that remake. Can't wait for that fucking remake. It's coming out December. Looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. It's one of my most anticipated movie. It's actually my most anticipated movie. You guys know I did a top five most anticipated movies of the year. So yeah. All right, number 22. I said I'd probably be talking about this movie later, and I'm talking about it now. My number 22 is Jaws. Jaws is a Steven Spielberg classic. Um, got a lot of great actors. Um, it's a film I might be doing a review for soon. I gotta get that reviewing. I gotta get that reviewing for Jaws. Um, yeah. What else can I say about Jaws? Steven Spielberg, fantastic. It's gonna make you afraid to go underwater, but it's still a classic. All right. Number 21 is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Love this movie, man. This movie's so good. Yeah. Another one I did a review for. Gene Wilder's fantastic. The direction, the story, just it's charming. It's so heartfelt, and I love this movie. I love this movie. Don't know what else I gotta say about it. Just watch my review if you want to hear more of my opinions. So yeah, Willy Wonka, it's fantastic. All right, number 20. Yeah, we're in the top 20 now. We're in the top 20 now. My number 20 is Lawrence of Arabia. Lawrence of Arabia. I did another film I did a review for. What a epic, groundbreaking film, man. This movie, oh my god, man. Just this movie is groundbreaking from start to finish. It is a groundbreaking movie. Oh my god, man. Just this movie is, yes, this movie's almost 4 hours, but not one of those 4 hours flies by. It is such, it flies by. Man, it's just so good. Like it flies by. The direction, the story, just by David Lean's direction, it's so good. Peter O'Toole's performance. Um, Again, I've done a whole review for this movie, so I don't need to go into it. Lawrence of Arabia is just, it's such a groundbreaking movie. One of the greatest biopics ever, and one of the greatest movies ever, and one of my favorite movies ever. So Yeah. All right, number 19. Lord of the Rings. The fellow is yeah. My number 19 is Lord of the Rings. The Fellowship of the Ring, and I could also go Two Towers as well. Lord of the Rings. The Fellowship of the Ring. And Lord of the Rings. The Two Towers. I think you all know where the third film is going at this point because I've done reviews for the whole trilogy. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. I love these first two movies. They're so good. Build the stories. They just amazing characters. Just they're perfect movies for me. For me, they're perfect movies. Um, I don't know what else I gotta say about them. Just go watch my reviews if you want to hear more of my opinions. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. It's an amazing watch. And Lord of the Rings, Two Towers. It's also an amazing watch. Yeah. Number 18. Number 18, this to me is the honestly objectively greatest movie of all time. Out of all the ones I've seen, because I know there's a lot of movies out there that people consider the greatest movies of all time. But for me personally, this to me is the greatest movie of all time for like objective. Um and that's The Godfather. That's The Godfather. Of course, many people can consider what you think is the greatest movie of all time. Um, but I always saw this movie as just such a groundbreaking watch, terrific storytelling. Marlon Brando as the Godfather, Vito Corleone himself is amazing. Al Pacino as Michael Corleone is amazing too. Some of my favorite characters ever in film. Um, just yeah, this movie is such an amazing story, well developed characters, well done storytelling. Just adapts the book, I believe, and yeah, Francis Ford Coppola's direction also is amazing. Diane Keaton, James Caan, other cast. Yeah, also rest in peace to James Caan as well. And rest in peace to Marlon Brando. Yeah, all the cast is fantastic. They're fantastic. So I don't know what else I gotta say other than that. Yeah, The Godfather. It's a cinematic master. It's a cinematic masterpiece. All right, number 17. Number 17 is It's a Wonderful Life. My favorite Christmas movie of all time. Done a review of this movie. Um, I also did a review of The Godfather. I forgot to mention that. I forgot to mention that for reviews, but you guys see my reviews, so you should know already. But It's a Wonderful Life. It's an amazing Christmas movie. James Stewart is one of my all-time favorite actors. I've mentioned that before, but he is so good in this movie. I love his performance. I love just Donna Reed's performance as well. Love them both in this movie. Love the story. It's such an amazing, such a heartwarming movie. It's just yeah, it's got emotions and it's so good, so good. Love It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. So good. All right, number 16. Here we go. My number 16. I can honestly just say I'm just gonna say it right now. The Harry Potter franchise. My number 16 is the Harry Potter franchise. Even though there are some Harry Potter films I don't really love, such as Half Blood Prince or Goblet of Fire. But even as a whole, the franchise is it's so special to me. I'm a huge diehard Harry Potter fan here. So yeah, this whole franchise so good. Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, Hermione Granger, all these iconic classic characters. Of course, I got Albus Dumbledore is like one of my favorite characters. He is my favorite character. He is my favorite character in this whole franchise. Yeah. Um, and Lord Voldemort, or sorry, he who must not be named. Excuse me, my apologies, folks. He who must not be named. Lord Voldemort. He's. Oh my god, did I just say he must not be named, but then I just said Lord Voldemort? My bad, everyone knows his name. Um, yeah, that character, he's such an iconic villain. The whole story of this movie is just, oh, it's like, it's top notch. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, one of my is the best in the franchise, and Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part Two. As yeah, I figured you were gonna do that, Jake. Yeah, my bad. I said Lord Voldemort, but he's an iconic villain though. He's an iconic villain though. Yeah, all the iconic characters in this movie, just all the characters, all the stories in these movies, just, they're so good. Just yeah, I fucking love the Harry Potter franchise. Huge diehard Harry Potter fan here, and yeah, I've done a ranking, and I probably should do reviews. And um, actually, I have a friend who's doing reviews for Harry Potter movies. I probably might promote those. I can promote those. Who knows? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you want to know who that is. But anyways, what was I saying? My apologies. I'm sorry. I'm getting off topic. Um, yeah. Yeah, Austin Putnam's Austin Putnam reviews. Go check out his reviews and go subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. He's doing reviews for the Harry Potter movies, and I definitely recommend you guys watch them. So, yeah, the Harry Potter franchise it's fantastic. It's fantastic. I love the Harry Potter franchise. So, yeah. Number 15. We're getting top 15. We're getting close to the top 10 now, guys. We're getting pretty close. Number 15 is The Shawshank Redemption. The Shawshank Redemption. Number 15. Oh my god, I fucking love this movie. Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman have some of the best chemistry I've ever seen in a film. Like, their chemistry in this movie is so good, top notch. You really feel their friendship and where they're going. And yeah, a lot of the stakes and a lot of the story that goes in this movie, just oh my god, it is so good, man. I just oh man, it's just so good. Yeah, just the whole story of this movie, the Shawshank Redemption, just Frank Darabout's direction, it's so good as well. He does such an amazing job. I don't know what else I gotta say about this movie. It's a cinematic masterpiece. All right, number 14, my all-time favorite horror movie and a film I've done a review for and I've talked about a lot in plenty of videos, and I talked a little bit in my last stream yesterday. A Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984. This movie, so good. Robert Englund, fantastic. Heather Langenkamp's fantastic. This is Wes Craven's ultimate masterpiece. Whoa, excuse me. Wes Craven's ultimate masterpiece. Like, yeah, his direction is so good. Love this movie. Don't know what else I gotta say about it. It's a Nightmare on Elm Street. I've gone on all about it. Such a great movie. Number 13 is The Wizard of Oz. Now, this is just such a classic, man. Like, you want to talk about classics? Like, I mean classics. This is like a film. I think everyone knows this movie. It's such. This is. Oh my god! I'm like speechless. Right, I'm like speechless right now. The whole cast is so good. The story is so good. The filmmaking is so good. And happy 85th year anniversary to this movie as well. I saw this a couple months back because I had a birthday and it happened for the 85th year anniversary, and it was amazing, really amazing. Oh my god, this movie's so good. I love this movie. It's easily one of the best movies of all time. So good. All right, number 12. Number 12 is The Avengers. The Avengers is my favorite superhero movie of all time. I love this movie. Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Jeremy Renner, Scarlett Johansson, Tom Hiddleston, Samuel Jackson, Stellan Skarsgård, all iconic cast. Just I could go on all day about all the cast of this movie. Just all the performances, all the action. It's an amazing movie. I love The Avengers. Number 11, Rear Window. Rear Window. Rear Window is my favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie of all time. Wait, Avengers is number 12. Yeah, I guess that's true. It's at my number 12, and it came out in 2012. I never actually fully realized that. Yeah. No, I kind of did. What am I talking about? Forgive me, folks. Number 11 is Rear Window. Yeah, Rear Window is my favorite Alfred Hitchcock movie. It's coming back to theaters for the 70-year anniversary. Wait. Yeah, 70-year anniversary. 70-year anniversary. If you folks have not seen Rear Window, Oh my god, you guys need to watch this in the theater because I'm not gonna say anything. Just watch it in the theater and it'll blow your mind away. Just saying it right there. Just yeah, this movie, it's amazing. I've done a review for it, so if you want to hear more of my thoughts about that movie, go watch my review. All right, here we go. Top 10. Oh my god, big video, guys. You wonder why I chose to do a live stream instead of a video? Just because a main video would have been a lot more work, a lot more editing, so that would just be a lot more harder for me. But a live stream is a lot better, a lot better for me. So I'm glad I'm doing this. But here we go. We're finally reaching the top 10. Number 10 is E.T. the Extraterrestrial. This was actually my favorite movie for a while when I was a lot younger because I was I felt more happy. I was a kid, and this was just a movie I've watched like literally millions and millions of times. It's not my favorite movie of all time anymore. It's that's pretty obvious at this point, but it is still my top 10 favorite movies. I still love this movie. I love all the cast. I love just Steven Spielberg's direction. I love how original this movie is. It's just such a charming, wonderful watch, and it's just a film I still enjoy to this day. And that ending, man, that ending. Oh my god, that ending, man, is so good, so good. Just this movie's just so good. I don't know what I gotta say about ET. It's a fantastic movie. It's a fantastic movie, and it's one of Steven Spielberg's best. It's one of the best movies, and it's one of my favorites. One of my favorites of all time. Of all time. All right. Number 9 is a film I have reviewed most recently, and I have talked about it before, and that is The Sound of Music. Yes, the hills are alive with the sound of music. Fucking great movie. Oh my god, yeah. Julie Andrews, fantastic. The story is great. I don't know what else I can say about this movie. I've done a review most of it most recently. It's groundbreaking, such an amazing story. Yeah, Sound of Music, it's fantastic. It's a masterpiece. All right, number 8, one of my favorite Disney films, and I think this is truly one of the most iconic and just you could say quotable films as well, and that's Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. I don't think this needed to be a franchise, though. For me personally, I don't think this movie needed a franchise because Dead Man's Chest is pretty good, pretty good. Same with Howl's End. Like the Howl's End is okay as well. Those movies are fine, but On Stranger Tides and Dead Man Tales and Sales, I hate those movies a lot. I think those movies suck. If you love those movies, that's fine. But for me, I can't stand Pirates 4 or 5. Oh, Jake, you gotta watch Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl. That movie saw I recommend you guys folks watch that movie. And obviously you can watch the other Pirates films if you want. So that's just your opinion. But for me personally, I just think the first one is a one and done film. For me, again, that's just my opinion personally. If you think differently, that's fine. We all have our own opinions. So if you disagree with me about when I say Pirates of the Caribbean should have been just a standalone film, that's fine. We all have our own opinions. We all have our own opinions. But yeah, this movie, Johnny Depp, Orlando Bloom, Keira Knightley, Jeffrey Rush, all fantastic in this movie. The Gore Verbinski's direction is amazing. It's such an iconic film. The filmmaking's fantastic. The score is amazing. The story, it's so good. It's like the ultimate pirates movie. It's a solid watch. Yeah, it's a solid watch, and it's a movie I that always gives me joy. It gives me joy every time I watch it. All right, number 7 is my all-time favorite romance film, my all-time favorite Leonardo DiCaprio film, and that film being Titanic. Yes, Titanic. Titanic is so good. This won 11 Academy Awards, I believe. Yeah, it won 11 Academy Awards, and I think it deserved them all. I think Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet are both amazing in this movie. I think James Cameron's direction in this movie is fantastic. The filmmaking, I probably should do a whole review on this movie too. Yeah, Titanic. It's so good. All right, number six. We're going to do 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 do. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yes. Talking about some Indiana Jones. I had to put an Indiana Jones movie on here because I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan and I love Raiders of the Lost Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark is so good. It's so good. Like Harrison Ford, he is that character. He like for me, no one else can top what Harrison Ford did as Indiana Jones. Like maybe there could be another actor that could play Indiana Jones. I don't know, but for me, no one else can top Harrison Ford. He is Indiana Jones. He was born to play Indiana Jones, and he is Indiana Jones. He's so good. Steven Spielberg's direction is amazing. It's just yeah, this movie is just it's so solid, and it's got some good sequels like Temple of Doom is good, and Last Crusade is actually solid, and I actually don't mind Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, unlike other people. Um, yeah, I think that movie's all right. I don't think it's as amazing as the other movies, but I think it's all right. And then there's Dial of Destiny, which I was not a fan of that movie. That movie could have been so much better, so much better. Yeah. But right now, no Indiana Jones film tops Raiders of the Lost Ark. Like this movie is just, it's a classic. It's classic. It's so good. I don't know what else I gotta say about it. It's just, it's so good. All right, top five. Top five now. We are in the top five, folks. Oh, this has been a long video, but we made it. We made it. We're at the top five. My favorite movies of all time. Indiana Jones Has a Dream. Han Solo had while Frozen and Carbonite. Yeah, Jake, you're funny. um, no, number five is Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is my all-time favorite Steven Spielberg movie. Yeah, I actually got three Steven Spielberg movies in my top 10 favorite movies of all time. No wonder a lot of people consider him the greatest director of all time. Yeah, Jurassic Park, man. My God, man, this movie is so good. Jurassic Park is so good. Like Steven Spielberg's direction, fantastic. Sam Neill, fantastic. Jeff Goldblum, the iconic quotes. Oh, the cast. I just there's a lot of cast in this movie. There, forgot the shit. Sorry, hang on. I'm gonna look at the cast. There's a couple names I forgot. Laura Dern. Laura Dern. My apologies. Laura Dern. Yes, Laura Dern. Richard Adam Borough. My apologies for pronouncing the name wrong. My deepest apologies. All the cast of this movie, they're so solid in this movie. I love Jurassic Park, and yeah, it's so good. I don't know what else I gotta say about Jurassic Park. It's just it's so good. All right, number four. Number four is a film I think everybody has seen. And if you haven't seen Back to the Future, oh, I just spoiled it. My bad. My number four is Back to the Future. If you haven't seen Back to the Future, please watch it. Please watch it because Back to the Future is so good, so solid. It is such a charming, such a great feel good movie, and I don't know what else I gotta say about Back to the Future. It's so good. And if you haven't seen it, please watch it. Number three, I mentioned this film was gonna come earlier, and here it is now. It's my favorite Star Wars movie of all time, The Empire Strikes Back. This movie, it's just really solid. I love the twist at the end. I love the whole story. This movie is masterpiece. Don't know what else I can say other than that. Hang on. All right, just checking live chat power again. All right, yeah. The Empire Strikes Back in the top three favorite movies of all time for me. It's just yeah. I actually mentioned my live stream yesterday. Hang on, folks. Back to the Future DVD. All right, number two. I think you all know at this point what my number one and my number two are. My number two is Pinocchio, 1940. Pinocchio 1940 is a cinematic masterpiece, my all-time favorite Disney film, one of Disney's most important, biggest movies. I just, I've gone on about this movie. I love Pinocchio, huge Pinocchio fan, and this is the kind of Disney I love. Love Pinocchio. Don't know else I can say it than that. 1940s Pinocchio. Number one, everyone knows my number one is. Everyone knows what the fuck it is. Literally, like you all know what it is. I've done a review for it. I've mentioned it many times in many other videos. My number one is The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. This is my all-time favorite Lord of the Rings film. This is my all-time favorite fantasy, action, adventure film, and this is my all-time favorite film. I've done a review for this movie, so I don't know what else I gotta say. It has everything I would want. It has characters. It has journey. It has stakes. This movie is perfect. Like this is a 20 out of 10. My number one and my number two are my ultimate 20 out of 10 movies, and they're both phenomenal. Oh, so there we go. There it is, folks. That is my top 50 favorite movies of all time. Oh, Jake, you gotta watch Lord of the Rings, man. You gotta watch that trilogy. And Lord of the Rings is a masterpiece of a trilogy. I recommend it. Anyone watch it. For anyone who hasn't seen it, yeah, you definitely should watch it. That is my top 50 favorite movies of all time. Let me know in the comments below. What do you guys? Do you have a top 20? Do you have a top 10, top 20, top 30, top 40, top 50, top 100? What else? What are your favorite movies in the comments below? And by the way, a little update I might be doing for more live streams. I might be doing like one live stream every Friday or Saturday. That way, like, if you guys want to like ask me some more questions every week, if there's like many movie news coming up, I'd probably be doing a live stream. I'm not confirming it because sometimes I might have other plans, but I most likely will be having a stream next Friday or Saturday, so please stay tuned for that. I still got 2 reviews planned for I can't spoil them too much, but I got still 2 reviews planned, and yeah, please stay tuned for that. I got many other videos planned. Got a lot of crazy shit coming, so please stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll check the live chats one more time before I close it up for tonight. This was chaos. Sure, but it was fun. It was fun chaos. Thank you all for watching this stream. I appreciate you all joining. Thank you all so much. Again, let me know your favorite movies in the comments below. And hope you all enjoy this video. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.